celebrity because everybody's always talking about me, and I get to see myself on telly a lot, and I get to eat with famous people and I get lots of mail from famous people.
Well, Ruby, you should let everyone else on the centre of the stage. It's not all about you. It's really weird when we're on stage. It's like you draw a circle on stage, and if anyone dares step one tiny inch inside, you'll go completely crazy.
I don't let other people in the centre of the stage because you used to be the centre of the stage. Now I think it's my turn.
Calm down. If something goes wrong again, just forget about it and just be a happy potato family.
They didn't like in Las Vegas anymore, so they didn't really want to go back to New York, so they went to India. They just needed some peace and quiet. Because he loved that so spiritual, because he's an artist. He loved it there.
I like India because of all of their spiritual stuff, and it sort of changed me as a person because it made me think about all the people and that we're really lucky to be where we are now.
They cleansed out, they mellowed out, and I think they wrote some really good songs.
The Small Potatoes' newest album has just been released worldwide. It's called Imagination.
Imagine I'm a doggy waggling my tail.
I take a pleasant ride on Mr. Simon's nail.
Imagination.
Give it a try. Give it a try. Give it a try.
I imagine all my friends coming close to me. We ride a red toy sailboat clear across the sea. We see fishes colored red and pink and blue. We eat green tea ice cream and we say run for you.
Give it a try. Give it a try. Give it a try.
I think Nate's jealous of me because I'm cuter than he is.
She thinks she's little Miss Perfect, but I'm sorry, she's not.
No, come on, now, that was all planned. It was all planned. Listen, nobody rows on television. I mean, just not done. So we had a little script that there would be a little, altercation, and that was great because, I mean, I think it was headlines all over the world, and it really did help sales. Once they went on that world tour, when everybody, I don't care what the colour of the skin, what the creed, what the religion, when they heard the Potatoes, it was like unbelievable mayhem. They just lapped them up.
In France, the small potatoes are like gods.
Small potatoes forever!
Mamma mia, quando le Small Potato sono venute a Roma, tutte le ragazze sono diventate matte.
When they got back to America, there's disco fever. There was people doing the disco everywhere when they looked, even on the streets.
favorite music. And Ruby became a diva because she was a girl and she liked disco. I mean, if you're a girl and you like disco, you have no choice but to be a diva.
Ruby was a diva. It means that she was mean or she dressed very fancy. I want to be a fireman, wanna ride in the fire truck and do all I can to put out fires in my fireman's hat, saving my neighbors from my neighbor's cat. I want to be an astronaut, want to use all the science I was taught to fly to Mars and meet an alien race. The first potato up in outer space. Hey, 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 you can be what you wanna be. You can dream what you wanna be.
Ruby, she loves the glam. She loved all that, disco stuff. Yeah.
My face on the front of every magazine. I want to be a fancy cook, want to cook every recipe that's in the book. Bake shepherd's pie or maybe soup in a bowl. My Yorkshire pudding will be good for your soul. Hey, 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 you can be what you wanna be. You can dream.
And it wasn't really Nate's cup of tea, but to be honest with you, I mean, he went along with it. I mean, he's a performer too.
To make your dreams come true. What you wanna be. Dream. You wanna dream.
Well, me, I don't think he reacted that good to disco. If he saw somebody, he would either stick his tongue at him or something like that. I gotta say, he didn't like disco. But once he got into punk rock, that's what everything he was talking about.
I think punk rock is where all the strange people come together and create a style of music of their own and that they all like, and they come in as themselves, like with spray painted hair, spiky hair, loads of jewelry.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I love the kind of clothes I wear. I just wanna be me. I love my hot pink spiky hair. I just wanna be me. Me. That's all I wanna be.
I like the way I dance, I like the way I sing, I like the way I do everything. Don't wanna be Jimmy, don't wanna be sad, 'cause I just want to be who I am.
You should see him outside the stage door in some of these theatres, and you wouldn't believe it. But I do think it's a bit tasteless, by the way, when they start waving potato chips around. That's tasteless. But having said that, kids will be kids.
That's all I wanna be. I like the way I walk, I like the way I talk, I like the way it sounds when I sing punk rock. Don't wanna be emotional, don't wanna be an elf, 'cause I just want to be myself. Me, oh me, I just wanna be me. Me, oh me, I just wanna be me. Me, oh me, I just wanna be me.
Well, the band was getting confused because they didn't know what type they were doing. Because one time Nate said, "Oh, let's do punk rock on this," and then Ruby would say, "No, let's do disco." So then they have big fights about that, and all the fans are getting concerned. What are they gonna do?
The small potatoes were very confused. They didn't know who they were or what they were doing. It was a great big mess.
Well, you see, now that identity crisis, as you call it, is of course a phrase made up by on, Nate. Just, get with it. Sometimes I don't know where your head is. All right. Listen. We've got a great thing here. Let's not ruin it.
The Small Potatoes wanted to get back with the fans, so they made the decision to go on tour, and they went around with a little bus, which was very uncomfortable, and none of the Small Potatoes liked it one bit.
We could have had private jets, the whole thing. I wanted them to feel, the camaraderie that they had at the beginning. And I think they did. I think it was great.
Disaster.
The disaster.
The tour was derivative.
Feelings, take 3.
Feelings, I've got so many feelings, and I feel them deep in my heart. When I feel happy when we get together, and I feel sad when you go away, because you're my best friend. Yes, it's true. I've got so many feelings. I've got so many feelings, and I feel them. I feel them deep in my heart. I've been around, and that was the worst tour of my life. Nate and Ruby were ready to kill each other. They were like cats and dogs.
After the tour, the Small Potatoes got approached by a TV producer, and he was just like, hey, I know you guys. We can make a lot of money on this TV show. And Ruby was just like, yeah, let's do it. And Nate was just like, no, we shouldn't do it. This is not a good idea. I didn't like it when we tried to sell Potato Train to a TV station and make us like a lot more commercial.
Let's go for another take.